I don't normally put myself in front of the camera that often, but I wanted to get this video out quickly just because it's sort of time sensitive, just for anyone who is planning to buy any Fanatec gear in the near future. Sadly, I wish I bought this out before Black Friday, to be fair, because I'm sure a lot of people have bought stuff from Fanatec over that period. So let me give you a background of my story of the sort of situation I'm in currently. So September the 1st, I bought this Universal Hub. And I have it. It arrived, but it arrived basically at the end of September, so about 4 weeks late. Now, Fanatec did have some problems, which they did. Well, it sort of got out there that they're having some sort of changes to their warehouse distribution or whatever it was, and there's delays. And I thought that was okay. It didn't really affect me. I got lots of other hardware I can play with, and I bought this to review because I thought it looks quite interesting. So it arrived, but it missing the quick release. And from what I understand, the quick release should have been sent separately in a just separate box, separate parcel for whatever reason. Didn't make any sense to me, but that's how they do it. I did send them an email to their support, and the first message was basically ignored. The second message I sent a couple of weeks later, I did get a reply, and they said there's a glitch in their systems and they have sorted it out, and they will get me, the quick release will get sent over to me shortly. Now, weeks have passed, and it is now 3 months since I bought this, and I have not got a fully working Universal Hub since it is missing the quick release. So essentially, 3 months after buying it, this thing is basically useless since I do not have the part to make this work. So yeah, I was kind of annoyed, and I dropped a message on their forum, and I reported just saying, how terribly, how terrible their service is and how horrible it is, and recounted the issue so anyone else can see it. Fortunately, Fanatec don't, they don't delete people's messages off their own forum, so people can, vent on there, and it's left on there. Now, since I put that email up there, there's now been absolutely pages of complaints to Fanatec of people in the same position buying something, months later things not arriving, or incomplete orders, or even cancelling orders and not being refunded. Go to their website. There's a link I'll drop below the description below the video. You can check it out. Have a look there and look how many problems are being reported by people. Now, of course, there's going to be some people who are going to just contact Fanatec directly for support and not put anything on their forums. So you can imagine that the amount of complaints on the forum is a small sample of what's really going on. And the reason I say that is I now sent my most recent email to them just saying how disgusted I am with their service and how badly they've treated me and other customers. And now the turnaround of their email support is 2 to 3 days. Now, if you want to send them an email now to sales or support, it's now up to 21 days. Now, they're taking 21 days to answer an email if you bought something from them and your product has not arrived. You have to wait 3 weeks to potentially get a reply and get no action. Since 3 months later, I've had no action to them delivering the final part of this product. 3 months. And now I have to wait to basically Christmas time for potentially to get an email, and maybe they won't even reply. And maybe they will reply but not send me anything, which means I may never ever get this fully working. Now, the only thing that has happened, which I'll say I was kind of lucky that I'm not left out on the limb. After my message I posted on the forum, another user actually reached out to me. They don't even know who I am. They don't know I have a channel. And they said they had a spare quick release they could send me if I just, paid for the postage. And they did. They were really kind enough that, just a complete stranger, the guy read my, my issue I posted on the forum, and he sent me this, which is really nice. So I do appreciate it. And as I said, he doesn't know who I am since I did not put anything in my message that I run a YouTube channel or anything like that. So completely anonymous by all accounts, and just someone who reached out. And I guess I was kind of lucky because when I posted my my complaints on the forum, there wasn't actually that many messages posted on the actual forum at that time, or at least complaints. People ask obviously over different things and bits and pieces, querying things for advice, etc. But since since then, I posted that. There's absolutely dozens of complaints, absolutely loads. Have a look yourself. I'm not making this up. It's there. So I'm just putting this out as fair warning that if you're planning to buy something from Fanatec anytime soon, they've launched new products as well, which makes them very attractive to buy from them. I appreciate that. But be careful, because if you're in the same position as me, you buy something, they have your money, and you don't get your product for months, weeks, months, and you might get an incomplete order like other people, like I've experienced. So I'm just putting this out there to be very careful.
Door detection.
Ooh, sorry about that. Be very careful about buying from Fanatec at the moment, because I think they're in a lot of trouble dealing with orders. Their share price has tanked over the last 6 months. I don't think they're a company in good health. And I think it's possibly they've reduced staffing, they've reduced their services to compensate for maybe poor sales over the last maybe year or so, and it's kind of spilling over to users who are customers and who are loyal customers, buying things and then basically getting screwed by Fanatec by their lack of care and attention, giving a shit basically to customers. They take your money quickly, and then you just have to wait. And if you ask them, you query it, somehow you're being you're a terrible person because you're asking for help. That's kind of how you feel. That's how I feel dealing with Fanatec. I think they're a really, really horrible company to deal with for the customer support. Now, I'm not criticising their products. I've used Fanatec products. I've bought Fanatec products. I don't have a special relationship with them. They don't send me things to review. I just buy stuff like most of you guys, right? But yeah, that's the situation I'm in, and it's really disturbing. And I would say if you're planning to buy Fanatec stuff, hold off. I'm not saying don't buy stuff. I'd say hold off for a long time. I'd say hold off for months, and just see how things pan out, and keep an eye on their forum, because if you buy something and you're spending £500-600 on a full kit, full set of sim gear, and stuff doesn't arrive or becomes partially arrived, and you have to wait weeks to get a reply, and they don't even reply, or maybe they promise to fix the problem but don't, then you could be waiting months, literally months, to get anything dealt with. By the fact I've been waiting months, and other people have been waiting months to get satisfaction from Fanatec, or even not getting satisfaction from Fanatec after waiting for months. You can't contact them over the phone. It's all over there, over email. So they have the power to ignore you, or to delay things, or just be basically assholes. And they are being massive assholes right now, Fanatec. So that's fair warning, guys. Now, I can review this now, and I will review it soon enough, because I have the, quickly. So again, thanks very much to the chap who did, help me out for, just for no obvious reason other than feeling sorry for me. So yeah, cheers for that. But anyone else who's willing, looking to buy from Fanatec, for God's sake, guys, hold off, do your research, because I think that company is fucked right now. It is really, really fucked. And they're fucking customers. They fuck me, and they're likely to fuck you. Basically, that's the size of it. So be careful. And if you've got a horror story to share about Fanatec fucking you, drop a comment below the video. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Take care, and happy simming.